All right, let's go. We're back. Episode 7. Episode 7, yeah, because we did a 2-part. Episode 6, that's right. That was last week. The terror in the Echo Cavern. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. So, I'm back this week with another guest. And by another guest, I mean somebody that we've heard from multiple times. That's my wife, Jennifer.
That's me.
All right. So, this is a little impromptu because I didn't do what I was supposed to this weekend. Full disclosure, I was going to record something this weekend and I did not. So now it's Monday evening and I'm recording something to edit tomorrow to post early Wednesday. I'm talking to you.
I know you're talking to me. I'm looking at you.
You're not talking back.
I'm waiting for you to tell me what you want to talk about because we're talking about what you want to talk about today. Because if we talk about what I'm going to talk about,
I already know what you want to talk about.
What do I want to talk about?
You want to talk about anime.
I want to talk about manga, to be specific.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Because we're way ahead in the manga. And I can't because nobody wants to hear about that. But
no, that's fine. We'll talk about that. So you're talking about the volleyball show that you guys watch.
Huh?
No?
No, I'm talking about My Hero Academia.
Oh, okay.
And my second favorite anime character of all time.
Next to Roy Mustang?
Oh, that's...
Uh-huh. See, I got you, didn't I?
Stop. Okay, because every character in Full Metal Alchemist is my favorite anime character. Oh. Manga character. But
even
Edward
Gluttony?
Elric. Even Gluttony, because he's fucking hilarious.
All right. So, Edward Elric, and you're talking about Bakugo.
Kazuki Bakugo.
Okay. So, you and Isabel watch My Hero Academia, have watched, continue to watch over
watched
and
it
over.
Again, watched all the movies, went to the premiere. I made a costume of Kazuki Bakugo.
It's not a costume.
Sorry, it's a cosplay.
There you go.
I was Bakugo. I went to the movie dressed as Bakugo, got my picture taken with several people as Bakugo. Yes, we've dedicated a lot of time to it. And then I have read the manga because the anime is far behind the manga.
All right. And just for the sake of where I'm at, I've watched
the first 6 episodes.
Maybe 6 episodes.
And then a couple of OVAs. And then you watched my favorite episode.
So, what brought about this? Why do you want to talk about Bakugo so bad?
Because Bakugo... Okay, for starters, I have 11 Bakugo figurines on a shelf that is, like, literally overflowing with Bakugo. I think if I put one more Bakugo on there, it's going to collapse. And then on top of that, I have posters. And I also have a bunch of stuff at work that I've kind of hidden.
Oh, my.
So I have all kinds of stuff. And
so you're a Bakugo hoarder.
I thought you were going to say I was a Bakugo whore, and I'm like, yes. I mean, I pay for Bakugo, right? So
it's weird. I don't.
I know, it was really weird, but whatever. I have lots and lots of Bakugo, and he's dead. They killed him, and it makes me sad. And then you made fun of me because I was sad because a fictional character died. And you're yawning because you're so bored about it.
Oh, I'm yawning because I'm fucking tired. So, you were just talking about you have a Bakugo shelf.
Mm-hmm,
so
I do.
That is... We'll tweet a picture of it later.
No, we won't. It's a clusterfuck.
I'll tweet a picture of it.
It also has a small bottle of Irish liquor on it.
That's fine. So the Twitter handle that everyone can find this at is @dadandcopod. So if you're interested, go on there and
at least let me clean the area around it before you take a picture.
I'll give you 3 minutes after we're done recording.
Okay, I will literally just throw everything out the window.
I'm yawning.
I also still have all the boxes that the figurines came in stacked in the corner.
That happens. So, and this doesn't feel like your normal shonen character death.
No. Because they gave him an official send-off. He had one of those spiritual moments when he's dying about his regrets. But I mean, there's still a chance. There is still a chance because it is a shonen anime. It's kind of like they could time travel, like they did in Infinity War, as you like to say.
Yep. Well, they did.
They traveled back through Infinity War.
You just didn't see it until the next movie. Jesus. Anyway, yeah, so to catch everybody up, there is... I'm just going to let you do it. I would just be piecemealing it together by what you guys said. So the plot of My Hero Academia is there's a bunch of teenagers, they go to school, and then they fight crime.
This isn't the Umbrella Academy.
That's what they do, though.
There are a bunch of teenagers. They do go to school. They are learning to become heroes. They have quirks. It's essentially X-Men, but in Japan, and some pretty cool ass quirks. I would equate Bakugo to a mixture of Pyro and the chick Negasonic Teen Warhead.
Oh, you got so close.
I don't remember what her name is.
Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Ah, jeez.
Damn it. Yeah, but what does Deadpool call her?
Which time? He just... There's a myriad of names that he calls her.
The time when they show up when he's saving his girlfriend and
I don't remember.
I remember it was really catchy and she kind of smiled about it.
In the second one though, what does Firestarter, whatever the hell the kid's name is?
Pyro?
No. The kid in the second one that he is saving.
Oh, the one who has a prison pocket.
Oh my God, it's a prison wallet. Jesus Christ.
I don't remember. I'm thinking about other things. I have many things going through my head.
Anyway,
I don't remember his name, but
he calls her something funny, Justin Bieber or something.
He does call her Justin Bieber at one point, which is hilarious.
Deadpool laughs about it.
Yes, it is hilarious when he calls her Justin Bieber.
So,
but yeah, anyway, it's a bunch of pretty cool ass quirks, and they are fighting like the biggest bad in the world right now. And Bakugo, he's my favorite because I always love the angry characters for one.
Yep.
And because
Vegeta.
Yes, Vegeta, Edward Elric, Piccolo. We can go on and on, but we won't.
We just did.
But we could go on further, but we won't. So they're fighting the big bad. Like I said, he's had the most character development through the whole series out of any of the characters. He's more popular than the main character, everything like that. He is really awesome. He got his quirk young and was told that his quirk was so amazing, kind of became a bully about it. But he's learned... It turned out his big issue was, what's that? Inferiority complex. He has an inferiority complex and he's working through that. And he ends up actually sacrificing himself in the most recent chapter of the manga to try to save the whole world. But yeah, nobody else wants to hear about that anymore.
That's not true. Somebody does. I mean, honestly, I find it interesting. I just don't... I'd say I don't have the time, but I don't have the additional time that I want to devote to it.
You mean because you spend 5 hours a day on Critical Role?
Oh, yes. 5 hours a day.
I didn't know it's not 5 hours a day, because sometimes it's like 2 hours and then 3 hours sleeping because you fell asleep.
Yeah, sometimes it's 1 hour and sometimes...
4 hours of sleeping.
And
I think you're sleeping right now. You just don't know it.
I just can't stop yawning. I'm so tired. But... yeah, so I knew that you wanted to talk about that, so I got you on here.
Only because you mocked me about it.
You keep saying that. I really didn't mock you.
You did, but...
yeah. I didn't, though.
Okay.
Yeah, you can say that, but I did not mock you.
You told me it's a fictional character. You essentially told me it's a fictional character. Get over it.
That's not what I said.
I said essentially.
Sounds like you're making that up.
Okay.
What else? What was the other thing I wanted to talk to you about?
Repo the Genetic Opera.
Yeah.
Did it blow your mind that I was listening to that today?
It did.
I listened to that. I actually put the 21st Century Cure, which is the grave robber song, where he's singing to her. No, he screams graves. It's my job to steal and rob, and then he screams Graves.
Does he? Man,
Yes. I just listened to it on repeat, that single song, for an hour while I ran.
Good Lord. The same song.
Yes. Hey, sometimes there's just a song.
He screamed Cure.
No, he screams Graves. I just listened to it over and over. Would you like me to pull it up?
No, I believe you. Sheesh.
He does. He says it's the 21st century Cure, but he doesn't scream that.
Zydrate comes in a little glass
Actually,
vial.
I didn't get to that one because when I got to 21st century Cure, I just put it on loop. And that was when I actually started my run.
They should just make both of those songs one song. Aren't they back to back?
Not on the soundtrack.
Oh, jeez. It's been
And
a
I'm
while.
not. I don't think they are in the movie because I think it cuts away after the scene where he's like explaining through the song to Shiloh what he's doing, and then it cuts away to the Mark It Up song.
That's so weird.
That is like the worst.
Was that movie introduced to us by Earl, or was that movie introduced to us by Tommy, my cousin?
I was like, who is Tommy at first? I'm sorry, Tommy.
Well, he's probably Tom now, but like I forever.
I always knew him as Tommy. I knew of the movie before we got together, but I think Earl had it on disc because it was in the house that we lived in.
That sounds about right.
But I had heard of it only because it has Anthony Stewart Head in it, and I love Anthony Stewart Head.
Anthony Stewart Head
Plays Giles and Buffy.
Yeah.
Just in case no one knew.
Oh.
Just saying. I'm not just telling you. I'm telling everybody.
So you didn't
watch Buffy
say,
for him and James Marsters.
So you didn't say, like, what he plays in the movie we were talking about. You just went straight back to your, like, teen years. Was it teen? I didn't watch Buffy. So.
Well...
Unless you're talking about Paul Rubens' Buffy.
Now that was amazing. I actually put that. I saved that on the list so we can watch it with the kids.
I saw.
And now you're a coat rack. But
they're all seniors.
I have watched Buffy. You know, I never actually sat down and watched Buffy myself. I always watched it because someone else was watching it. Like first,
like me with Xena Warrior Princess.
I fucking love Xena Warrior Princess. I used to like Hercules until Kevin Sorbo got stupid, but anyway, I won't get on that. But I watched it because my sister watched it, and then my father started watching it, and I watched.
What? I didn't know this.
My stepfather, Billy, not
Billy.
my biological
okay,
father.
that
my
makes
father.
much more sense. Because I was picturing Bob like.
No, he's the one who insists that the Dixie Chicks performed Pour Some Sugar on Me before Def Leppard.
Yeah, that was funny. But that would have been much more shocking.
Yeah, he's might have watched it. I don't know. I don't really care. But I watched it because Billy, my father, he watched it. And then he watched it like all the way through it. But I think he watched it like after it aired the first time. So some of it I got to see twice. But then he started watching Angel, which was a spinoff of it.
Yeah, that's with the Bones guy, right?
Yeah, David Boreanaz.
Yeah, he's typecast now
As a sniper.
Yeah,
he was a vampire in Angel, so
not just like that, not like a specific,
like a government dude.
He's just that character now in everything he does. And hey,
he started out, as far as I know, as an angel, though. Not as an angel, as a vampire named Angel.
As an they're angels.
Oh God! Now I want to watch that movie.
That's a good movie. I will watch that movie anytime.
Yeah, that's our Christmas movie.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, that was a Boondock Saints reference. Yes.
Strangely comfortable.
You probably have better luck with a beer. They're gonna be frightened. Anything in a uniform is gonna spook them. Tie a potato to a string and drag it down South Boston. Thanks for coming. I love it.
Such a good movie.
Yeah, that's probably one of a handful of movies where I could just recite along with it.
The kids get annoyed when we do that, so I was doing that with Van Helsing.
You get annoyed when I do that, so
only because you do it before. If you do it along with it, it's fine.
You get annoyed when I do it along with it. Let's see.
Maybe I do. I don't know.
What movies? There's that movie I could recite along with. Obviously, Tombstone.
Shrek.
Shrek, yeah. Shrek.
That's the annoying one because you always ruin you may have seen a horsefly, maybe even a housefly, but I bet you never seen a donkey fly.
You're
I don't remember
butchering
how
it.
it goes. I don't care. You always ruin that part. I want to hear donkey say it, not you. But
That's right, fools.
I did that with Van Helsing the other day, and I just looked at Jason and was like, I'm sorry.
I don't think I've seen Van Helsing all the way through.
What? My mom was mad because when I got back from watching that, I was in 10th grade or something when that came out. I got back from watching that and I told her that, what's his face? Oh God, now you just made me forget with that little hand motion. Hugh Jackman. I told her he was half naked for part of the movie. She heard that he was naked for half of the movie. And so when she saw it, she was very disappointed.
Oh, man.
So that's selective hearing to the extreme.
There are a couple other movies, super obvious ones that I didn't list off that I can just recite along. Titanic. Easy.
Oh, God.
Easy. I love that movie. It's so good.
I know you do.
Come at me. I don't give a shit. I love that movie.
It's not that it's a bad movie. It's just I don't know. It's just so funny that Titanic and Pitch Perfect are some of your favorite movies.
Yeah, The Notebook.
You love rom-coms. I think we've discussed this on the podcast. I don't know.
Maybe.
But we've talked a million times about how for Mother's Day, you get the movie selection. For Father's Day, I get the movie selection.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Rom-coms are the same thing over and over. And I'm just okay. If there's funny parts, it's okay.
Maybe that's why I like them, because they're safe.
Give me shit blowing up. Give me epic movies.
Oh, let's not make it sound like I don't like them.
Well,
I enjoy.
If I had 5 rom-coms and 5 action movies, you would probably pick at least 3 rom-coms and 2 action movies to watch.
Probably.
Maybe 4 rom-coms.
That's a lot
maybe
of movies.
Maybe 5.
That's a lot of movies.
I need to get the kids to watch Reign of Fire with me because that's one I can talk along with. I love that movie. I know that it's nothing much happens in that movie, but that is a comfort movie. That is wrapping myself in a warm blanket and drinking cocoa and wearing a hoodie and sitting crisscross applesauce on the couch with a fire going. I love that movie.
It's my favorite Johnny Cash song.
I hate you. I said Reign of Fire. You were waiting. You were I could see you every time I added another little detail. You were giving this little bounce forward so you could say it. I hate you.
Yes. Dragons are a burning thing. Okay, I'm done.
No.
Oh, dang it.
I hate that song is stuck in my head now. If I didn't love this glass, I'd probably throw it at you.
Yeah, but just imagine
No, I'm not going to imagine Johnny Cash in that
no,
movie.
No, just imagine Matthew McConaughey flying through the air.
I don't have to imagine. I've seen it.
As that song's playing.
No. 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 Mm-mm.
So, speaking of dragons, that's a seamless transition to you guys fucking killed my character this week.
You fucking killed your character. You made that encounter,
but
not me.
You guys didn't figure out the puzzle in time.
My character that I play part-time wasn't about figuring out puzzles. You made him see the most beautiful thing in the world, which was painful for him.
Yeah, that's great. You know what else is painful? Drowning.
I didn't feel it.
Well, I mean, technically I didn't either, but...
You wanted this character to die off anyway. You weren't happy with the way he was going. I kind of liked him.
He was starting to grow on me, though.
I didn't like him. He wasn't very charismatic.
No.
I preferred your original character, Roketh.
Oh, he wasn't very charismatic either.
But he was funny.
He was lovable, though.
He was lovable. He was like some of my favorite characters you love to hate. Some of the villains that are you just love to hate them and you hate to see them go.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Like Stephen Bonnet in Outlander. I know you haven't watched that. You barely got through the first episode.
And I promise you, it's not because I don't like it.
I just need you to see episode 6. It's there's some really brutal episodes.
To it by 2035.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
2035, you're going to sit down and binge watch the first 6 episodes.
Yeah. Right after I binge watched
Game of
that
Thrones.
new show that came out. Jesus, you just trample all over my joke, why don't you?
I know you.
Yeah, I know. But, gosh. Which means you know that I got a joke teed up.
Yeah, and I don't care. That's
God.
what you get for the goddamn Ring of Fire song.
No, you were talking about Reign of Fire, the movie.
Oh, fuck off.
So my next character, I think, is going... I don't know.
I want to create your next character. His backstory. You create everything else about it, and I'm going to write him a backstory.
Well, you are the DM. You should write it with me.
No, I'm going to write it for you, not with you. I like
Okay.
to write.
Okay, that's fine.
Just give me 6 years.
Oh, yeah, well, we could just wait until after you get done with all these books you're writing.
We're not talking about that.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Why? How else are you going to get exposure outside of my super popular podcast that all of our kids listen to, and those are my listeners?
I don't need any. These aren't real books.
But
They're not original. Well, they're original stories, but not with original characters. You're using other people's characters.
right, they're fan fiction.
Yeah, essentially. But they're really good, I've been told.
Yeah.
I had some people tell me they preferred my take on the story over the original author.
Okay, so let's back up and talk about it then. What? Okay, so
That's embarrassing.
it's not embarrassing.
I'd rather start an OnlyFans account.
Do both of them. So, what are you writing?
Like, you want the name of it, or you want me to tell you
Just
what I'm
the
rewriting?
whole backstory on it. Go through it.
If anybody wants to know the backstory, they just need to read the Aragon series. I'm rewriting the Aragon
Okay,
series.
so it's the Aragon. Aragon.
Aragon.
Another movie I haven't watched.
Well, the movie, if you watch it without reading the books, the movie's not a bad movie. But if you've read the books, fuck that movie.
Okay. Wow.
No, I'm still not doing it.
Wow.
No.
So, and where do you
I'm
write
not telling
them?
you where. I write it on my laptop on a Google
And where
Doc.
do you post them?
I'm not, on the internet.
What is it called?
No, I'm not telling you where it is because
Why?
I don't want you to read it or anyone that I know to read it. It's embarrassing.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay?
All right, whatever. Next
But
subject
it
then.
is-
Nope, we're done talking about it. Next subject.
I was just going to say that I've written, just to let you know, since November, I've written over 1,000 pages.
All right. Well, since I'm never going to read them, I
will
don't care.
read it to you, but I don't. I'll read you the first chapter.
How does that make any sense?
Because then I can.
I just
edit what
karate chopped my
don't.
phone.
I know you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll read it to me, but you don't want anybody to read it. So you don't want people
Not
to
people
know
that
how
I
good of a
know,
writer
like,
you can be.
Like, secretly read it. I have had people tell me, though, that they think I should write my own story.
Oh man, you've had strangers tell you how good you are.
Yeah, but they're strangers.
Are you
They're
afraid?
strangers that also think I'm a guy, apparently.
Are you afraid of criticism?
I'm not afraid of criticism. I get criticism a lot.
So
Because people get pissed off when the story doesn't go the way they want it to go. And I'm like, fuck
no,
it,
they
it's
can
my
get-
story.
They can get over it.
It feels weird to have people I know, like, read my story, read my thoughts, read my work.
So what if you were good enough to be paid to do something like this?
I feel like I would be validated at that point, and maybe then I'd be okay with it. I would still use a pen name if I became an actual author.
A pen name.
Yeah.
What would your pen name be?
I don't know. I was thinking that it would just be like my first two initials and then part of my last name.
So J.E.?
No, initials, not the first two letters of my first name.
So J.L. Schwashelbacher.
Yes, J.L. Schwashelbacher. That'll be my
right.
pen name. J.L. Schwashelbacher.
All right. Perfect. I don't even remember what we were talking about before.
Pen names.
Before we started talking about
Dragons.
the book that you don't want to talk about.
Dragons.
Right, we were talking about Reign of Fire, and then we started talking about D&D, and we were talking about anime before. Man, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff.
You want to talk about Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns?
Nope, that's going to be a completely separate episode, and I don't want to get this fired up this close to bedtime.
I would like to chime in on that episode because I have thoughts and considerations.
Oh, I have thoughts.
I can see your blood pressure rising. Let's not talk about that.
That might be a this weekend thing when Yonte comes down. Deontay.
Yeah, but if we do that somehow, like, Deontay and I can share a mic because I'm not doing that call-in thing again because that was shitty. Or I can order another mic between now and then.
I'm fine with that.
Because listening to that episode.
I know, it was brutal.
Yeah, I feel sorry for anybody who actually made it through, but I'm proud of anybody who made it through that episode.
Yep. Don't run away. We changed some parameters and trying to make the quality better. We're in a room that doesn't have any animals, doesn't have any kids, doesn't have any
space.
Yeah, doesn't have any space.
It's our bedroom. We're between the closet and the bed, and the elliptical is behind me.
Yep, and we're sitting on the art, or we're not sitting on it, but all the stuff is sitting on our art table.
Yeah, which is just a flimsy folding plastic table that we try not to lean on because it goes
Yes.
That sounded like someone stepped on a mouse.
Here,
I'll demonstrate. It didn't do it.
Perfect.
I'm trying to demonstrate, and it's not doing it at all. Okay.
That's fine.
Made a liar out of me.
So, I don't know what you want me to make for my next character. Or if I just get to choose, or if you want to sit down and...
I want you to make a really strong, like... Oh, no, we have a barbarian already. I want you to be lovable.
So you want me to be a bard?
A bard, yes.
A bard?
I want you to be a lutenist specifically.
A lutenist? Mm-hmm. Is that a word?
Yeah, somebody who plays a lute.
A lutist?
No, it's a lutenist.
A lutenist?
Yeah.
I will be the lutenist bard you done ever saw. Bing, ding, 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 ding.
I want you to, like, always be cheerful no matter, like, how much pain your character is in.
Absolutely.
I want you to be cheerful and happy and always singing a little tune.
I 100% can make a bard.
Okay.
I think that would be my favorite class to play.
I just have to figure out how to introduce you. I would say I do intend to have you guys do something, but I intend to encourage you in a general direction this coming weekend. And if you don't go the way I want you to go, well then, session's over. I remember when you guys didn't go the way I wanted you to go, and so I just pulled out that random ass monster, made you guys fight it.
Yeah.
I was just like, whatever, and then but it worked.
Yep. Remember when my first character left the group?
Yeah, that's when I pulled out.
I know.
I forget what it was I had you guys fight. Was that the Black Dragon that time?
I don't remember. That was...
No, because that was when I had one of the characters that I was NPC as well. Oh, yeah. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember either.
I like pulling out dragons, though.
Rawr.
I think my favorite thing about the dragons is you can have, like, the little tiny whelps all the way up to an ancient legendary dragon.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yes, let's. Let's.
TPK.
Well, the final encounter will not be a legendary dragon, but it will be a very difficult encounter, and
if it's the final encounter, I hope so.
Well, I do anticipate people dying.
Gee, I'm gonna teach these fools how to heal if I'm a bard.
Yeah.
We don't actually have a healer.
You have a cleric that likes to attack. She does heal sometimes.
That is true.
But she likes to be more involved.
Yeah, I think that we're...
That was the cat, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, here we go. Meow.
won't let me in. How dare you be behind a closed door without me?
Yeah, but I enjoy it. She does what she needs to, and nobody is, outside of my character, has completely died yet, but that was not due to damage.
No, that was due to drowning.
That's right.
Which apparently isn't damage. I feel like it's damage, but it wasn't like hit points. It wasn't like someone rolled hit dice against you.
Right.
I actually have enjoyed playing my NPC that I made, Freyr. I like...
Freyr's not an NPC.
Well,
Freyr's a PC.
He is also an NPC.
No.
Because I've used him as an NPC in the game.
He's officially a PC.
Okay. He is a personal computer.
He is a personal computer.
Do you have a timer going on your phone? Is that why you keep unlocking it?
Nope.
Got to Google up.
I do. I was Googling stuffs.
Were you Googling Bakugo? Because it looks like Bakugo and Deku on your phone.
Yeah, I was Googling My Hero Academia stuff that I was going to ask you, but I didn't get to it in time. It's okay. Next time, Gadget.
No. I'm very saddened and frazzled by that. You have no idea how much that bothers me that they killed him. I really hope that they bring him back. It is a shonen. It is possible. But it would also, if they brought him back, I think it would really take away from his sacrifice.
Oh my God. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this because we had this exact same argument flipped, and you know goddamn well what I'm talking about.
It would take away from his sacrifice, and you're talking about Black Widow.
Yes, and it would take, if they brought Black Widow back in a later timeline.
They only killed her off to make the men happy.
That is not true. Not true at all. They did not just kill her off to make the men happy. You could not kill. You cannot kill. Oh my God, you have me so frustrated. I can't even think of his name.
Hawkeye?
Yeah, Black Hawk. That's what I was going to call him.
Black Hawk down.
Yeah, you cannot kill Hawkeye in that instance because he has a family. So obviously, Black Widow is not. Black Widow is not going to let Hawkeye die because she cares about his family and him so much.
Well, I mean, she can't come back now because she sued Marvel, whoever, Disney.
Fair enough, but
the brothers.
This even before that, we had this argument.
Yes, I know.
And you were like, they can bring her back. No, they absolutely cannot bring her back because that would be like bringing Tony Stark back.
Which they could as a variant, but it wouldn't be the same. I mean, they could technically bring everybody back since there's multiple timelines.
Well, they technically could, but
I still
in
don't
this
want them to,
timeline,
I want Bakugo back.
They cannot bring either one of those two characters back in this time because of the emotional impact that they've had on the MCU.
Yeah, but...
Yes, thank you. You could just end that.
Yeah...
It's the same thing with Bakugo.
I just felt... No. It's not
the
same thing with Bakugo.
Yes.
It's not the same with Bakugo.
Why? They both... Okay, what...
No, because...
Bakugo sacrificed himself to save everybody, correct?
And to buy time.
Okay. Why did Black Widow sacrifice herself?
Because she likes
to
kids.
Get the Soul Stone. That way they could defeat Thanos.
They can defeat Bakugo, or they can defeat the villain Shigaraki, all for one, whatever you want to call him, without Bakugo's death.
Okay, so you're saying his death was pointless.
It wasn't.
What?
Because at that time, he was the strongest person there fighting Shigaraki. He had to do what he had to do.
Okay, so at the time, yeah, so my arguments here
fucking
are...
Deku is slacking off. And has the power to counter Shigaraki. Maybe.
Bitch.
Yeah, Deku is a baby back bitch. She's a little whiny ass bitch.
It's the biggest robot I've ever seen.
Ugh. But anyway, I want Deku to die, and I want Bakugo to live. Can they just switch places?
Well, nope. Not right now.
Well, hopefully something will happen, and they'll bring him back.
Do.
Do. Oh God, what was that?
That song?
Yeah.
What?
I finished it, but like, what was it?
You did. What's the next line?
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh. Your mother is going to be so disappointed in
For
you.
some reason, the only thing that's popping into my head now is the Eye of the Tiger, and I can't get that out of my head.
That is not Eye of the Tiger.
I know it's not, but that's just what popped in my head.
Da, 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 da. Oh my gosh. I'm going to give you 5 more seconds before I tell you.
Just tell me.
3, 2, 1. Where are you going to guess?
No, because now all I can think of is the final countdown.
There you go. That's it.
And you know why I remembered that? Because of the goddamn, like, what was it, a Hot Pocket commercial when they were, like, doing the final countdown?
My God.
I know that song. I'm just not a huge fan of that song.
I know you know that song.
It's not even on my playlist. I have over 500 songs on my playlist, and it's not even
And that's like dead
Not
in
there.
the era of music that you listen to.
Considering I was listening to Rainbow in the Dark as well and all that jazz.
Pew, 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 pew.
Man, I was so stoked when that came on.
Oh,
And
in
the credits
Thor?
for Thor. That was the best part of Thor. That and the goats.
Oh, speaking of goats, shout out to Rochelle and John.
Hi, Rochelle and John.
Yep, they both listen every week. So
I don't know who you are.
yeah, you do. You know John and you know Rochelle.
Wait, is Rochelle the little one? I don't know.
How do I answer this question? Is
Like-
she the short one? Are you talking
she
about
the one
Rochelle or Jennifer?
I know that Jennifer's little. Is Rochelle? No, Rochelle's not the one that you got to ride the horse.
No, that was Amy.
Oh my God, Rochelle. I feel like I'm picturing the right person.
I
did-
love how you. I know exactly what you were gonna say.
I did meet
love
her
how
at
you
the Christmas party, right?
You did meet her at the Christmas party.
Like, okay.
She was at the table.
Can we mute this so I can ask the question?
No, we're not going to mute it.
Is
But
she-
your answer is the answer to your question is yes, Rochelle. I'll talk to you about it, and you'll laugh. Yes, that is Rochelle.
How red am I right
You're
now?
super red. It's so funny. Rochelle is the African
I
American
was gonna
woman
say
that you
the,
met.
Like, the black grandma lady.
Wow. But yes, she is amazing.
She seemed amazing, and I feel like I offended her, and I feel so
Offended?
racist.
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh
You
my
did
God.
not offend Rochelle at all. No.
I was. Oh,
She will. I want to be sitting next to
No.
her while she listens to this because she is going
No.
to bust out laughing.
I'm not going to the Halloween party at John's now. I'm not doing anything associated with any of the people you work with. We're not going to Russ's house. No.
It's fine.
No.
Yes, it's
It's
fine.
not fine.
It is.
I sounded like such a racist asshole.
What? No, I don't think that you did. I'll ask Rochelle.
Yes, Rochelle, was I a racist asshole by describing you as a black grandma lady?
Rochelle, text me. Nothing came through.
It's not live, damn it.
I like how you thought that what you said sounded racist, but then you repeated it just now.
Yeah, I know. That's, I'm
Anyway,
the worst.
anyway,
I'm going to hell.
how we got on this subject? Rochelle has a McDonald's toy at her desk.
Is it a screaming goat?
It's both of the screaming goats.
That's amazing.
There's a back.
Do they make the noise?
No, they don't. But there's a backstory. There's a reason. So, whenever John and I like say something or ask Rochelle to do something, she'll be like, "Well, go ahead." Now, what did you call me? And she'll be like, "Goat head." So now she's got both of them. She named them Chris and John. So
I like her.
she's hilarious. So that's that backstory there. No, you're not a racist. Yes, Rochelle is hilarious. Yes, we're still going to John's for Halloween.
Yeah, but now I feel obligated to make a dead Bakugo costume.
Okay, well, it's
Nobody
gonna be
did it.
it's gonna be a
You
costume
know-
party.
You know what upsets me about Bakugo every time I look at one of those figures, other than the fact that you said you wanted to throw red paint on them?
I did say that. Is it the fact that one of them's not a Bakugo figure?
All Might doesn't count. Neither does Best Genius, neither does Mirio Togata, and neither does Small Might.
Okay, then no, I don't.
The fact that all this time I think they've been foreshadowing Bakugo's death from day one. His costume has an X across his chest, and right where the wound is where the X meets.
X marks the spot. That's some deep level fucking thinking right there. I love it. I might watch it now just because of that.
If you don't watch it because of the fact that you watched episode 61 with me, which is the best episode ever, then there's
no. I enjoy it. I just don't want to carve out any time for it.
I know.
Okay.
Which is why you never finished. Well, actually, I think you weren't interested in finishing The Witcher. The Witcher.
No, I enjoyed The Witcher.
I was disappointed because season 2 was only 8 episodes.
But it happens with a lot of stuff I watch. The Witcher, Outlander. I really liked the first episode of Outlander.
What you remember of it.
Right. I mean, it took me a couple times, but I watched all of it. My Hero Academia.
I think you watched the first 6 episodes.
Well, there are other things that I just forgot about, but it happens all the time. Oh, the Star Wars, all the Star Wars shows.
I haven't
started with
I watched the first season of Boba Fett, or not Boba Fett. The
Mandalorian. Yeah, and then didn't you guys watch the second season? Because
I think I started it.
I watched the first episode of the second season. I didn't even get through the first season, did I? And I was like. I didn't. I just lost. I didn't even lose interest in it.
You lost interest in watching the show. You didn't lose interest in the show.
All right, we need to pause. Be right back.
Okay, now that we're back, I have something to say, and I already anticipate your reaction. And if you don't react the way I think you're going to react, I'm going to be let down.
Well, now I'm just going to be stone-faced.
So you want to let me down?
Stone-faced. I can do this.
Babes in Toyland.
Oh. Okay, so there's two things. How I learned to spell Cincinnati, and when they're in the when they're in the mist. That's how they
song. Song.
That's what you wanted me to sing?
I wanted you to sing it.
I come from Cincinnati, Cincinnati.
Woo! I still can't spell Cincinnati, and I type it every day.
Just learn the song.
No.
Oh, okay. That's super easy.
You know what brought that up?
No.
When we first started the podcast, my friend Maya texted me, sent a picture of his new kitty fell asleep, and it's like arms are spread out. It looks like it just like fell from the sky and plopped. And he said, she fell asleep before we even started the movie, and he sent me a picture of the screen, and it's Babes in Toyland.
Oh, weird. That's crazy because John and I were just talking about Babes in Toyland.
Really?
Yes.
I haven't seen that movie in ages.
Oh, yeah, me either.
Like, I think I wasn't even 20 yet the last time I saw that movie.
Oh, my. That was a very long time ago.
I know.
All right, well.
You know what else I saw today?
Yes. No, I don't. Well, I do. Yes, you saw, let's see, you went for a run, so you saw... did you see the school?
I saw the school.
All right. Did you see the fire department?
I did.
Did you see the car wash?
I did.
Domino's.
Yes.
Okay.
I also saw both the boys and girls soccer team. I saw the cross country kids. I saw someone not picking up after their dog, taking a dump at the school again.
Typical.
I always want to slap that lady, but I won't because, charges. But anyway. Drop Dead Fred. I Googled Bakugo and it gave me Drop Dead Fred.
Oh my god. Google's straight savage today.
I was like, what?
Is it marigolds? Is that the flower in Drop Dead Fred?
Oh god, I don't remember. I just remember her taking little green pills to get rid of Drop Dead Fred.
It's been so long since, but I think it was marigolds. They make her sneeze, and he's like, doo, doo,
oh,
doo, doo.
Yeah. I remember that scene.
All right.
Man. Yeah. Is that how you're going to end the podcast?
Well, I keep trying to end it, but it's just like a perpetual thing where every single time I try to end an episode, it's just...
That's because you invite people to talk.
Oh, excuse me.
And
Yeah,
then
that's fine.
you talk, and then people want to say more, and then
Well,
you're like, and we're gonna wrap this up.
all right. Well, by all means, go ahead, speak.
Roof. The look on your face right now. Stop it.
Well, you said you had more to say.
Well, I didn't when you gave me permission.
Oh, okay. So it's... That's funny.
Oh, God. That hurt my face.
Well, sorry. Is there anything I could do to... Wow.
No, I'm not going to do that impression.
All right, fine. You should practice your impressions more. You can get good at them.
Why are you holding your eyeball open?
Because it itches. Isn't that what
So
you do?
You held it open. Look at this.
Yeah, like...
I almost made a reference, but you wouldn't have gotten it.
No, what is binoculars?
No.
You're a goddamn genius, Gump!
No, I was going to mention Eraserhead, but you wouldn't know who that is.
Eraserhead?
Yeah.
Like the old movie? Or
No.
like the teacher?
The teacher.
I know who Eraserhead is. We just watched a baseball game with him in it.
Yeah, but you didn't get to see him use his quirk.
Nope, you're right. Doesn't he take people's quirks away?
He erases them, and he has to, and like during fights, there's times where he's legit holding his eyes open, because if he blinks, then
They get their
it
quirk
stops.
back?
It gets a quirk back.
That doesn't make any sense to me. Can't he just retake it after he blinks?
He can, but each time he does, he has like less time that it works. So he has like this full-on pit crew during one fight. Like he's got 2 people holding his eyes open so that he doesn't like let go and do it himself, and then he's got a pit crew that's like misting his eyes so they're not drying out, so he doesn't need to blink.
That's weird.
It's absurd, but
It is absurd.
it works.
Well, that was a fun episode. I don't think there's going to be a lot of editing to it.
Because we kept talking and laughing, and there hopefully isn't a lot of crazy background noise. I don't know if it's going to pick up every time the event has turned on.
Well, there's nothing I can do about that, so...
Well, sure there is.
Well, I'm not good enough to do anything about that.
Well, get good.
I'm working on
Isn't
it.
that what you tell me? Get good.
Yeah, and every time I do some editing, I learn some new stuff, so...
Cool. Are you teaching it to your editor as well, or are you just doing it now? Are you doing it now? Yeah, doing it
No,
now.
I've just been doing it myself because she's going to have school and everything coming up.
In her advanced math.
Yep, which I'll probably have to help with. And then I have to help with Jaden's curriculum. Like, making him like a...
He's going to be a lot easier off this year because he has far less classes. But we'll see.
He's got to find a job.
He doesn't want to work fast food, though.
Well...
He doesn't like getting the grease on his skin, and it makes his skin worse.
Fair enough, but...
That's neither here nor there.
Well, maybe we'll wait till after the school year.
My Bakugo pants.
Rip City.
Shh.
Shh. What was that?
The wind.
Do you know what kind of songs we sing at work?
Every song, probably.
Yeah, but there is a...
Sea shanties.
No, I do like to sing that one, though. But there is a...
I like to run to sea shanties.
There is a Pacific...
A Pacific?
Yeah, genre. Well, I don't know if it's genre, but like...
90s hip-hop.
John and I, we do bust out the 90s hip-hop every once in a while. A little bit of Regulators.
What about na-na-na-na-na?
Yeah,
you get that?
that's...
Okay.
Yeah, we've had...
I mean,
Jesus,
come on,
was
everybody
that-
did after the
Hold
Super
on.
Bowl.
Was that today? We legit might have been singing that today. That is crazy. Synchronicity.
That and Babes in Toyland. I'm not doing it.
Wow.
Not doing it. I'm not going to give in to the peer pressure.
Anyway, one more guess.
Other than 90s hip-hop,
It's not
Musicals.
it's not your typical like genre of
bluegrass.
no, but that's a good one. I do like bluegrass.
I know you do.
No, it's sitcom
Jingles.
like introductions. Yeah.
You said that, and I just drew a blank on everyone, and then all of a sudden, where everybody knows your
Cheers.
name.
That one comes up. But the one that comes up most of the time is Golden Girls.
Oh,
also,
that's so sad.
Also, Frasier.
Being a friend. I don't know any of the words to the Frasier one. It's something about toss salad and eggs or something.
Toss salad and eggs. Yes.
Scrambled? Is it scrambled eggs?
Yep.
That's how it ends, right? The tossed salad and scrambled eggs. Is that the end of it?
If you're listening to the truncated version, yes.
Okay. Well, I don't watch Frasier all that much. I know he lives with his dad and his brother Niles and his dad's dog. And he's dating the lady that I want to say she is the agent lady in the end of...
The agent lady is what you said, right?
Yes. The agent lady, whatever her name is, in the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Is that her? The lady who comes up to Kurt Russell's son?
Julia Louis-Dreyfus? No.
No, that's the lady from... Not the lady from Seinfeld.
Yes, that is the lady from Seinfeld.
Then what is the other lady in that I've seen her in recently? I don't know. I'll look it up later.
Look it up. So we're going to end the podcast again for the third time. Never mind. Okay.
Don't laugh at me because I had to say Kurt Russell's son. And
Kurt Russell's son.
What is the dude's character name? John something?
John.
Carpenter's Vampires.
John, that's him. Yep. And he killed a guy with a shield.
What the? Johnny Reb.
No.
Johnny Cash.
Close. It's pretty close. Back to Johnny Cash. And we've come full circle. No, it's pretty close.
No, we've come full ring.
It's pretty close to an impression that a lot of people do.
Johnny
Think Pool Hall Junkies.
Good. Oh my God, the only thing I can think of... Covered.
Yeah. That's
John Walker?
Yeah, there it is.
You wanted me to think Christopher Walken.
Yeah, Walken. Yeah. Okay. So that's...
Ugh, I hated that guy. Not Christopher Walken. I love Christopher Walken. I hated John Walker. John Walker was a dick.
He was, but that's his character, though.
But I didn't want him to be a dick because he's Kurt Russell's son.
And what? Kurt Russell's a fucking angel?
He's more of an angel than I am.
Where did that logic come from?
It just popped out of my head.
Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
Like Kurt Russell. And he's supposedly a really nice guy, IRL.
Okay, we'll go with that.
And his wife is Goldie fucking Hawn.
Still?
Yes, they're still married.
Wow.
Yeah. And did you know that... Oh my God, what's her name?
I don't know. Because I don't know what you're thinking about.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
You don't know the lady, and how we just looked at it today.
We looked at it yesterday.
We just looked at it yesterday.
All I can think of is Reese Witherspoon, and I know it's not Reese Witherspoon.
You're thinking of Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh, God. No. What is her name? That's his stepdaughter.
Yes.
What the fuck is her name?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
No, it's not.
Oh, Keira Knightley.
Oh, my God. You're getting worse.
Oh, excuse me.
None for you.
Ninja.
What is her name? You know it. Just tell me.
I don't know it.
Yes, you do.
I'd have to Google it.
No, you wouldn't.
And we're going to end the podcast episode there.
If you don't tell me, you're going to regret it.
I don't remember.
You do know it.
Nope. Was it the lady from Titanic?
No. What is her name?
Goldie Hawn.
No. That's her mama.
Why are you yelling?
Because you know it, and you won't tell me.
I've never even seen that movie. Wait, is that the one with Heath
Matthew
Ledger?
McConaughey.
No, it was the one with Heath Ledger.
No, that's 10 Things I Hate About You. What is her name?
Do you want me to tell you what it starts with?
Yes.
J.
No, it doesn't. Does it start with an R? What the hell is her name? It's not.
I told you I don't remember.
Yes, you do.
Does this look like a face that remembers that?
Yes.
Nope. I'm not even very good with actors and actresses.
Oh, shut your face hole.
I don't have my phone on me. Where's it
What is
at?
her name? You really aren't going to tell me you're going to make me look it up?
I can't believe you don't remember what it is. Same lady that was in Going Overboard or Overboard.
I'm going to slap you. I fucking love Overboard, by the way.
Oh, it's such a boring movie.
No, it's not. You take that back.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Did you find her name yet?
I'm just so flabbergasted that I stopped looking.
She's on the cover, leaning.
Google said 502. That's an error.
That's it.
I just got a Google error. The server encountered a temporary error and could not complete your request. Please try again in 30 seconds. That's all we know. Even fucking Google won't tell me. Okay, let's reload this.
Reload.
Okay, there it is.
10
how to lose a guy
10 things I hate about.
That's what I almost put. How to lose a guy in 10 days.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe
0 days.
this.
10 days.
Oh my.
You're the rom-com expert and you know it. And she's also in A Little Bit of Heaven.
Never even heard of that movie.
Yes, you have. Oh my God, Kate Hudson.
I told you it started with a K.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I'm pretty sure. You don't have any proof that I didn't.
Except for your recording, as long as you hit the record button.
He did. Are you happy now?
No, because you could have told me sooner. And I have a headache from wearing your headset. It's really heavy.
It's not heavy.
It really is. I'm going to have to steal my headset back from JC if I ever record with you again.
This headset's lighter than that headset.
That headset squeezes my brain. You
You
know
are
I have a
so
fat
fucking
head.
picky about your headsets.
I'm picky because I don't like to have a headache.
Well, maybe your head just should be...
Smaller?
No, maybe it should be tougher.
Tougher?
Toughen up, head. Yeah.
How does one tough... No,
Yeah.
I'm not even going to word that question.
Just
that question.
thicker bones by your ears? I don't know.
It's not because it's squeezing my head. It's like hanging from my head and pulling down and hurting my brain.
It's how gravity works.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know how gravity works?
I do. I passed physics class, thank you.
I did too.
Yeah.
Same one you did.
Yeah.
Same time.
Yeah. I think I got a better grade than you, though.
Probably.
I know I did on the final exam.
That's because you were a little more diligent with your classes than I was.
I don't know about that. Not that time around.
Do you remember how I passed my physics class?
I'm saying not that time around. What do you mean how you passed your physics class? I took it sitting right next to you. And Robe was like 3 aisles in front of us, but all the way to the other side of the room.
Do you remember me doing like absolutely none of my homework?
Oh, you mean because I was doing it for us?
No, I didn't do any of it. I didn't turn it in. And then
It was online.
I know. And then the 2 weeks before the class ended, I went and talked to the lady.
You talked to the guy, maybe, because it was a male professor.
It was not. You need to look that up again.
I don't need to look it up.
Yeah.
No, you must be thinking of a different class because the professor was a man because I went to his office. That sounded really weird.
No wonder you passed the class. So I went and talked to the professor, and I said, I didn't do any of my homework. Ever. It's my fault. Is there anything I can do to make it up? And you don't remember them opening up, giving me 24 hours, and then I sat in our room doing the physics homework.
Maybe you talked to his TA because the professor was a man.
Okay, then it was a man. I sat in our room for 24 straight hours.
But that was your fault, not mine.
Yeah, but I did it. And that's how I
remember that.
That's how I passed that class.
I thought I did some of it for you. Did I let you copy from my previously submitted one?
No, because you can't pull up the previously.
Oh. I thought I helped you with that class. I did make your formula sheet for you for the one exam.
That's possible. All right, we have to end this before it's an hour. We have 60 seconds left.
Gone in 60 seconds.
That'll be us.
Goodbye.
Wow. Okay, so everybody listening.
Not doing it.
Everybody listening, thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting. Remember to subscribe, listen, rate, review, or comment, I suppose. Tell your friends, tell your family, and as always, I don't give a shit if
hide your wife.
I don't give a shit if you man, you fucking messed me up. I don't give a shit if you tell your enemies. Peace.